After a really exciting weekend at Charlotte Speedway in which we saw a dream victory for Angel Gutierrez for Apple Motorsports, we're bringing some PSRLA Cup Series action here at Nashville Superspeedway here in Lebanon, Tennessee. This is the running of the King Power 400 for Nashville Superspeedway. Hello everyone, this is Virgil Loves here in the booth again, and looks like we are going to have yourselves another weekend here. Well, I'm not really sure what we are going to do right now, but again, as usual, some racing before a week break for these drivers. So we'll have to see what these drivers are battling for. So 9 races are already in, and 6 more races before the playoffs. And let's see, we will almost find out who will be the first and who will be the 12 drivers that will battle it out for the PSRLA Cup Series Championship for 2023 season. Anyway, so let's look at the point standings right now here. So as you can see, Bradley Ring now holds the points lead after having a solid run at Charlotte. He has 228 points towards the championship. Meanwhile, Eric Monaco, 212 points towards the championship, is 16 points behind. Avery Alford, 17 points behind. Nathan Stapleton, who fell back after finishing last, 21 points behind. Eric Drew, 28 points behind. Kieran Jimenez, 31 points behind. Jaden Russell, 39 points behind. Then Angel Gutierrez, after his win last week, 41 points behind. He's currently tied with Juan Abarca for 8. And then 10th seed here is Anthony Nicol with 42 points behind. Well, just behind are Keith Drake, 2 points behind the cutoff, and then we have Reggie Foggyman, 7 points behind the cutoff. And now with currently holding seed number 11 is Benny Moore, and then seed number 12 Trey Borto by virtue of their wins in Talladega and Rockingham, respectively. So now, let's look at the starting grid here for the running of the King Power 400 here at Nashville Superspeedway. So on the pole right now here, on the pole is Samet Ozkan, number 99 for Talent Pure Racing. Alongside him is the part-time driver Alex Sokolov. Row number 2 sees the number 44 of Ludovic Charette. Alongside of him is the number 24 of Paul Raymond. Row 3 sees the number 68 of Benny Moore, who is also battling for the spot in the playoffs. Alongside of him is the number 41 of Jason Lona. Currently has 0 top 10s all season long. Row number 4 sees the number 62 of Michael Sheeran, and then the number 4 of Matthew Hubert. Row number 5, you have Juan Abarca, your Texas winner, and then the number 43 of Tom Sloan is currently also battling for a spot in the playoffs. Row 6 is the number 8 of Jackson Kelsey. So far, he's doing mediocre this season, 0 top 10s as well this season, alongside Avery Alford, currently third in the championship standing. Row 7, you have the number 5 of Eric Monaco, currently second in the standings. Alongside of him is Josiah Robinson, who's currently chasing on into the playoff spot. Row 8, you have the number 45, your last week's winner, Angel Gutierrez, currently tied for 18 points. Alongside of him is the number 42 of Anthony Nicol, currently hanging on in 10th, 2 points ahead of the cutoff. And then row number 9, you have the number 50 of Garrett Caroline. Alongside of him is the number 82 of John Ridge. Row 10 sees the number 79 of Nathan Stapleton. Alongside of him is number 18 of Eric Hughes. Here's the rest of your starting grid here. Looking into the drivers who's currently battling on. The number 25 of Bradley Ring will start 27th. In the number 25 is your current point leader. But who knows if he can move up and maintain his point lead. That's about that. Well, Roberto Brown Jr. still hanging out there, as well as Trey. Well, also Trey Barto, currently 28 in points, I think. Still hanging around, will start 33rd, and Jaden Russell as well. Who knows? Maybe Jaden Russell. I didn't notice where Jaden Russell is in the standings right now. And then we do have Kyler Sisterite starting left. Well, still hanging around there in the course of for Jaden Russell. But let's see here since we already showing you the starting grid, but let's see who will do good here. Let's see who will win, who will get the dub here at Nashville Superspeedway for the running of Team Power 400. So yeah, here's the problem. So the entry and exit points in from the pits will be going to be both in the back stretch. So pit strategy will come into the play here, will come into effect. But who will? So let's see. Samet Ozkan actually led the most lap at Kansas, and his chances of win got ruined because of lap cars. But let's see if he can get a rebound for today. Even Lebanon is actually hungry for a win here at Nashville. Who knows? Who knows if he'll get the win before the week break here for the PSRLA Cup Series. So, currently, pace cars in now. Samet Ozkan and Avex Sokolov will lead us to the green flag now here in Nashville Superspeedway for the running of the King Power 400. Looks like the number 68 of Benny Moore will lead here in lap number 1 here. Looks like Jackson Kelsey now trying to pass for a second away from Ludovic Jarrett. Looks like Jackson Kelsey wants to get his... Ooh, there's a caution! Nathan Stapleton again. And Michael Sheeran, Jason Lona, Tom Sloan is involved. No, not really. Avery Alport is involved. Ooh, Tom Sloan is actually involved here. Then Avery Alford, Josiah Robinson. Caution is out. And Jackson Kelsey takes the lead here. Jackson Kelsey might get his first top 10 of the season here. On what is rumored to be his last race of the season, because there might be a risk that he might be fired here after this race. But let's see. Ooh, looks like Avex Sokolov has a trouble. I think Avex Sokolov is in trouble here. He is slowing down. I'm not sure what's wrong with him. No. He's just going to go form in the correct line here. But Jackson Kelsey! Hold on. Why in the world Jackson Kelsey is slow right there? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It might be a problem for Jackson Kelsey. I'm not really sure what's going on here, but here you go. We'll probably see the replay here. I'm not sure if there's a technical problem for the number 8 for Daniel Boss Racing, but one thing's for sure. It is rumored to be it would be Jackson Kelsey's last race of his career, or maybe the last race for the team. I don't know. But hey, if that's the case, it might be Ludovic Jarrett who will be leading the race back to the green. Followed by Eric Monaco, and then Benny Moore and Angel Gutierrez, then Garrett Harrelay. But first, let's see the replay of what happened to bring out the first caution of the day here at Nashville Superspeedway. So it started with a 4 wide. Yeah, they came 4 wide here. Well, Nathan Stapleton coming to the inside of Juan Abarca's teammate, and then Michael Sheeran trying to pass Avex Sokolov, and then they went 4 wide coming out of turn number 2, and Juan Abarca made contact with his own teammate Nathan Stapleton, crashing into Michael Sheeran, and Eric Drew spinning the 7-9 out of contention. Meanwhile, another incident here. Then Michael Sheeran went on to make contact with the 41 of Jason Lona, just hanging around here. But hey, ooh, Avery Alford actually hit really hard, and it's over for him. At least good thing here is Ooh! That's why he avoided the first crash, the first incident, then he just got collected by Avery Alford. So end his race early, so it's gonna be a retirement for both Alford and Sloan. But Nathan Stapleton would be able to continue the race. So let's see the replay in real time to see what happened to bring out the first caution. So here it is. So trying here, well, Tom Sloan is just an innocent victim here after the 4-wide incident coming out turn number 2, having a minor spin by Nathan Stapleton. And then a second incident, Michael Sheeran and Jason Lona. He actually avoided the first one, but got hit by Avery Alford. So there you go, that's what happened between these guys. So here we go, let's go back to the track, but first we're going to have some little bit of message from our sponsors.
Hot turkey is back at Wawa, along with holiday favorites like mashed potatoes, cranberry sauce.
Why are you talking like that?
It's a handheld holiday feast.
The Wawa Gobbler in a hoagie or bowl for a limited time. Gotta have a Wawa.
And we are back here at Nashville Superspeedway here at Lebanon, Tennessee for the running of the King Power 400, the 10th race of the 2023 PSRLA Cup Series season. And as it turns out, I think it's only a tire issue for Jackson Kelsey that actually puts him running in 37th position. And the only retires from the race here are Avery Alford and Tom Sloan. So it might be a problem for Tom Sloan if he'll be able to make into the playoffs or not, but it's going to be a factor. Anyway, Ludovic Charette will lead us to the green. Alongside of him is Eric Monaco right there. Then the number 68 Benny Moore will start third. Angel Gutierrez fourth. Garrett Carley, you're in the top 5. So, the pace car is already in, and we are back to green flag racing here at Nashville Superspeedway. And so far so good right there for Ludovic Charette, and Alan Jefferson is slow. Ooh. Ludovic Charette went up high, and it's an opportunity for Eric Monaco to go to the inside of him and will take the lead. And those two Menards car are right now running second and third respectively. And then Eric Drew went up, trying to pass for fourth, away from, oh dear, might actually pass for fourth. Alan Jefferson, as we saw him from afar, is off pace. Garrett Carley is now leading the race. And then, looks like Tony Brady is right there, trying to pass for fourth from Ludovic Charette. Eric Drew managed to go for second, and 3 wide maybe for third. I don't know. No, they managed to keep it 2 wide. But Tony Brady kept it single file. Eric Monaco right there in fourth. There's a big possibility that if he keeps that way, he will be the points leader after this race, before heading into the week break. Meanwhile, here's Juan Abarca trying to passing for fourth from, oh dear, from Tony Brady. For our Alan Motorsports, he is trying to get his second win of the season after winning a chaotic race at Texas. And Angel Gutierrez, your last week's winner spun out, caution is out. And there's another spin out there. I'm not sure what, oh dear. Colors, no, Jackson Kelsey. Jackson Kelsey and Angel Gutierrez. Jackson Kelsey. Oh my god. Angel Gutierrez, he might be out of the playoff picture. But hey, the number 5 of Eric Monaco wins the race back to the line. Looks like Dragon Racing Enterprise is going to be in front row unless they pit. Or not. I don't know. Let's see if they will pit, but horrible crash in the front stretch for both Jackson Kelsey and Angel Gutierrez. Angel Gutierrez, currently 18 points. It might be a factor. Like, I mean, it's going to be really interesting if it's going to make into the playoffs by a wild card or by a top 10 points. But let's see. But hey, Angel Gutierrez is inside the playoff battle. Nevertheless, So Jonathan Carson is inside the pits. I don't know what's going on. I guess he just hit it because he has damage. But Eric Monaco is now leading right there. But hey, that was too interesting to be honest. Ooh. I think Color Sister is having something trouble, I don't know. But hey, we'll be right back into racing after this. Anyway, let's go see the replay of what happened to bring out the second caution of the day here at Nashville Superspeedway for the running of the King Power 400. Now, I don't believe this is a rookie mistake since Carlos Ustray already won, but Carlos Ustray trying to pass to the inside of Angel Gutierrez, while Angel Gutierrez having a battle with Samet Ozkan and Benny Moore, and then well, actually, Angel Gutierrez might be actually able to spawn out Samet Ozkan, and then Carlos Ustray spinning out the 45 of Angel Gutierrez. But, ooh, hard hit for Jackson Kelsey. And Jonathan Carson as well. So that's how the second caution was brought out. And that might actually be able to end the career for Jackson Kelsey for good. And look at that! Did Alan Jefferson make a Lightning McQueen for himself? I don't know. But hey, let's see the replay in real time. Now, there you go. As you can see, I just paused a little bit. And then, as you can see, there's a 4 wide right there. And then, there you go. That's where Angel Gutierrez made contact with Samet Ozkan, spinning him out, and then boom. Carlos Ustray spins out the 45 of Angel Gutierrez. And then that's how it turns out to be, good slide, and then I think the camera didn't see that, but hey, there you go. And a hard hit for Jackson Kelsey. I think we have a good coverage right there. But anyway, that's what happened to bring out the second question of the day. Here you go. We'll be right back after some little bit of commercial break.
It's another exciting day for Singtel's 3-step security approach.
Here comes the first attacker, a malicious link!
Oh, but his Wi-Fi is protected by Broadband Protect. Looks like he's ready to take a break from work.
Oh, he's protected by VPN!
Effortless defense by Security Suite Triple Protect. Another scammer. How's he going to tackle this one?
Ah, he's done it again! What a class move!
Yes, splendid teamwork with Singtel indeed. Let's stay ahead of scams together.
And we are back here at Nashville Superspeedway for the running of the King Power 400, the 10th race of the PSRLA Cup Series season. So, anyway, I was just reading some article. Anyway, so the Dragon Racing Enterprises driver will lead us to the green flag back in the air here at Nashville Superspeedway. So Eric Monaco will lead us to the green, followed by number 50 of Garrett Curley, Juan Abarca in the number 75, Landon Smith Jr. in the number 9 is right there in fourth. Then the number 18 of Eric Drew, alongside his teammate Persia Sava. Then just another Dragon Racing driver of Trey Barto, then Tony Brady, Benny Moore, and Trey Smith running out your top 10. Oh dear, this is gonna be interesting as the pace car went back in. There you go, this is going a cinematic green flag here now in the air at Nashville for the running of the King Power 400. And looks like Jonathan Carson and baby... Oh dear. Oh, that is the pace car. Anyway, looks like the number 20 of Alan Jefferson and the 33 of Jonathan Carson are off pace for whatever reason. But Eric Monaco kept the lead, and it might actually Dragon Racing Enterprises in top 3. Eric Monaco, Garrett Curley might be passed by Trey Bartow for second. But they're running the top 3 right now. Hopefully there will be no or less crash after this one, since these drivers are now tending to be single file, unless they crash again. And Ludovic Charette, I don't know why he's slow, but I'm pretty sure there's a trouble for Ludovic Charette. He's holding on Jaden Russell, Carlos Zistray, Abex Sokolov, but yeah, the number 44 of Ludovic Charette is slow right now. And it might actually may cause a crash if they continue being close to each other. But hey, good news here is the number 04 of Carlos Zistray being held up. This might be an indirect karma after winning at Kansas. But so far, Eric Drew make it through the top 3, and Forbes Stava, guess what? He's currently in the top 5 right now. He's currently running 5th. He's actually just passing Landon Smith Jr. for 4th. He might be able to pass Eric Drew for 3rd, but let's see about that. But right now, it's a breakaway for Eric Monaco and Trey Bartow, the teammates for Jackson Racing Enterprises. Well, call me biased, but I already showed a video that the PSRLA Cup Series is very fair and square. And Forbes Stava might actually pass for second Will Forbes Stava enter the play-up conversation? He's going to pass Trey Bartow for second. Will he be able to pass Eric Monaco for the lead? But Trey Bartow currently now holding the outside line, as Eric Drew passing for 3rd. Here you go. Forbes Stava is currently on speed right now. He's currently chasing on Eric Monaco. But looks like this top 5 are currently making a breakaway group as the number 55 of Eric Monaco fell back to 5th and Landon Smith Jr. passed for 3rd. But is there any momentum that the number 95 of Forbes Stava might be able to pass to the inside of Eric Monaco? But hey, Trey Bartow passing for 4th. Looks like the top 10 is currently idle right now. Kyle Sharp and Tony Brady rounding out your top 10. As Nathan Stapleton, surprise, is currently running 13th. After being involved in the first crash of the day, he's currently climbing up into the top again. Might actually try to get a points lead today. Meanwhile, Forbes Stava actually took the lead here, and now Landon Smith Jr. passing the number 5 of Eric Monaco for 2nd, and Trey Bartow right now in 3rd. Garrett Curley still in 6th. I don't know why. But right now he's trying to pass for the top 5. He's trying to make it into the top 5. And now looks like we do have a frequent changes for the lead, as Landon Smith Jr. now to the inside of Forbes Stava, as well as Trey Bartow for 2nd. So a really frequent pass for the lead right now. After 2 cautions, finally we get into racing, and it's gonna be phenomenal, according to Nora Corella, of course. Looks like the number 55 of Eric Monaco might actually pass into the turn 3. Here you go. Looks like it's going to be momentum. So Landon Smith Jr., Forbes Stava, Eric Drew, and Garrett Curley are trying to get their first win of the season, while Trey Bartow, on the other hand, might actually try to take the second win of the season. As Forbes Stava, I jinxed Trey Bartow this time. Forbes Stava passing for 2nd away from Bartow. Eric Monaco, Juan Abarca are trying to get their second win of the season. As there you go, Anthony Nicol hanging in 12th, Nathan Stapleton in 11th. And now for the lead again. Oh dear. Bartow fell back to 5th. Drew Webb is right there, but actually he's just hanging around. Will he be able to pass into the inside of... Oh, Drew Webb to the inside of Bartow for 5th. And Eric Monaco may actually pass Bartow for 6th. So really a frequent pass for the lead. So I think the tires might be actually going to... Yeah, it's going to be a factor. So right now, well, 2 cautions. They haven't hit just yet, but I think their tires are degrading right now. But it really depends on the... maybe a green flag pit stop might actually be the factor on who will get the win here at Nashville Superspeedway. Meanwhile, Landon Smith Jr. still hanging around with the lead with Berkshire Staba just behind him. And now battle for third between Drew Webb and Garrett Carley. And looks like the teammates are scrambling around for fourth, as Eric Monaco trying to pass Garrett Carley for fourth. And Trey Bartow is just hanging around, whatever, if something happens to them. There you go, battle for ninth here between Carl Sharp and Nathan Stapleton and Jonah Burridge. A 3-car fight for ninth. But right now, it's gonna be top 5 again for Bartow, Monaco in fourth, third here, Drew Webb. If Drew Webb might actually pass these both cars, it's gonna be really interesting what we're about to see here. But looks like Toyotas and Fords are doing really well this season. As for Chevy, the only one race, which is Charlotte with Angel Gutierrez, but Angel Gutierrez was involved in the second caution of the race, involving Jackson Kelsey, and both retired from the race. Let's see if Amy Chevys might actually... Here we go, Berkshire Staba trying to take the lead away from Landon Smith Jr. is currently holding the inside, but the degrading tires are coming into an effect here, and looks like the number 9 of Landon Smith Jr. still leading the way here. Berkshire Staba now to the inside again of Landon Smith Jr. He might actually be able to clear him, and yes, you will. And now we're coming to the halfway of the race, and let's see if these cars are going to pit. And yeah, the degrading tires are really coming into an effect here, as it may be Landon Smith Jr. may actually lose 3 positions here. And no, not really. But there you go, Landon Smith Jr. may actually fell into 5th. Actually, Trey Bartow haven't passed just yet. But hey, here's the good thing. Jonah Burridge is actually in 9th. Carl Sharp in 10th. Brandon Bill 11th. Nathan Stapleton 12th. Benny Moore 13th. Rachel Morgan 14th. Keith Drake 15th. So it's still the same as we already passed halfway through the race. And the top 3 are actually close to each other, but no, looks like Drew Webb slowed down a little bit, and it may be like Berkshire Staba might actually pull away for a little bit here, as there's side by side between Eric Monaco and Drew Webb, and Trey Bartow now passing for 4th. We haven't seen anyone hitting right now. Oh dear. Berkshire Staba, and now we're about to catch into Ludovic Charette as a lap car coming into the factor here. Staba passes Charette clearly, and Eric Monaco might actually be held up by Charette. Oh dear. Drew Webb passing. Oh no, 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 no. Bartow passes Charette clearly. Eric Monaco being held up by Ludovic Charette. And now the next lap cars are the side-by-side battle between Jonathan Carrison and Alan Jefferson. And now looks like the number 95 of Berkshire Staba might actually be closing into these guys. But it really depends. Finally they break away. But hey, look at this moving chickens. Moving chickens, as we say here at the PSRLA Cup Series, as they are just coming around turn 2, coming to the backstretch. Staba, Webb, and Bartow your top 3. Landon Smith Jr. hanging around in 4th. They haven't stopped just yet. And now, Berkshire Staba might actually be held up by these 2 guys. He's coming to the inside. Will he be able to clear? No, 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 not yet. And looks like Druid might be actually come close. No. So, as you can see, this might be actually be only a one-stop race for all of these guys. Meanwhile, they were able to pass the lap cars clearly. So the next lap cars right now, yeah. Ooh, looks like Michael Sheeran coming into the pits. He's coming into the pits, so maybe it's a green flag pit stops now coming into an effect here. But let's see if these guys will stop now, since Michael Sheeran went in. And looks like Barta is coming in hot here, trying to pass Drew Webb for second. So the standings might be actually be able to mix up after this race, since there you go. Oh dear, oh dear. Carlos just tried his currently well. But now going back to the lead, this might be actually a green flag pit stops now, as Drew Webb coming in. This might be an undercut, I don't know. Wanabarka comes in as well. Yeah. Green flag pit stops actually already begun. Samet Ozkan. They actually fell back. For sure, Saba. Trey Barto now in second. Let's see if there will be an effect here after this one. I think Trey Barto coming down, and he almost hit Michael Sheeran, who's just coming out of the pits. For sure, Saba might actually be able to extend a lap again, but there will be an advantage for Lennon Smith Jr. and Trey Barto. Meanwhile, yeah, this group just made it stop right now. Samet Ozkan just came out. It may be Tara Pardon now trying to pass for that position. And now, Sherstava and his teammate Drew Webb, Eric Drew actually, now finally going to make a stop. As well as Trey Smith, Alan Jefferson into the lap car, Tony Brady, and then the number 13 of Eric Drew still hanging around there. I don't know what position it is. Now we're currently confused right now on what will be the turnout. As Lennon Smith Jr. and Trey Barto went out of the pits. And Eric Drew is right there. Oh, Drew Webb actually, sorry. So Drew Webb now has the advantage here. So I think Drew Webb might be actually be able to win this race. Unless here comes Sherstava coming out of the pits. And caution is out! Ooh, Garrett Carley! What's going on with this guy? He just spun out coming in turn number 4. So third caution is out now. Garrett Carley. Ooh, looks like green flag pit stops actually came into an effect here. But who is actually leading the race? Lennon Smith Jr. still in stop. I think he has a problem. And Sherstava leads us. Is actually get an advantage here. So they all have pressure tires and will restart cleanly. And how about Drew Webb? He's running 5th, I guess. Trey Barto running 6th, maybe? I don't know, really. I don't know. I'm actually confused right now. But does Sherstava actually... I don't know. Jonathan Carson into the pits. And Sherstava right there. I think he fell back. Or maybe Sherstava will lead us to the green at the back of the grid. Now I'm really confused what's going on right now. So here you go, I don't know. So maybe only the sport drivers, namely Shiristava, Drew, Smith, and Brady might actually have the advantage. Maybe Landon Smith Jr.? I don't know. Is Landon Smith Jr. a lap down? Yes, he is. 2 laps down, actually. But anyway, let's see the replay of what happened to bring out the third caution of the day here for the King Power 400. So, Garrett Curley was just coming out of the pits. Well, here you go. Looks like it's just a simple infringement in the pits, in the pit stop sequence. So, the 50 of Garrett Curley trying to move up. Well, here's what happened. Landon Smith Jr. was just coming to the pits. Well, he's just light up, and then Samet Ozkan hits him hard, turns him into the outside wall. Boom. Goes the dynamite. But yeah, Samet Ozkan just hanging around there. He continues as if there's nothing happened. Garrett Curley slides into the track. But there you go. That's what happened to Garrett Curley to bring out the third caution of the day. So, this will actually end the day of Garrett Curley, who is still looking for his first top 10 finish of the season. And this will actually be an interesting sequence for some of the drivers. But anyway, let's see the replay in real time. So yeah, I know there's a lag, but there you go. So he's just trying to move up high and then boom, got hit by Ozkan. But there you go, that's what happens here to bring out the second caution of the day. So we'll be right back here for the PSRLA Cup Series action after some short messages. And we are back here for the running of the, oh dear. Oh dear, these cars are gonna be a lap down. As PSRLA actually given an instruction that to let this cars, First Rusaba, Eric Drew, Trey Smith, and Tony Brady. I don't know why they are going to be a lap down after this one. Yeah, they're going to be a lap down after this one. So only these poor drivers are gonna win this race, unless something happens. If the caution just come out, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what. But hey, I guess the rest of the field are going to settle for battle for fifth. It's Garrett Curley's fault anyway. So, Burb Shiristava running first. Then Eric Drew second, Trey Smith third, and Tony Brady in fourth. So, these four drivers have a chance to get their first win of the season. And these guys are just battling for fifth, since they will be put a lap down as the pace car comes in. For the teammates for Nair Armon Motorsports. Now leading us to the green here. And now, Eric Drew. Oh dear, Eric Drew has the advantage from the outside lane. But Burb Shiristava might be able to pass into the inside of Eric Drew. And maybe that number 13 of Drew Webb might be actually be able to get his lap back. Depending on the situation. But hey, really interesting battle for fifth. Yeah. So now, Drew Webb might be able to get his lap back. Drew Webb now, at least is literally helping Burb Shiristava pulling away. So we might actually see Burb Shiristava winning the race. As we are heading to 13 to go. Trey Bartow still right there hanging around in 8th. So it would be a big boost into the points. I didn't care about Tyler Suspry. Here we go. 13 to go here. Right now. Ooh, no. So between first and second are multiple lap cars. So it might be over for Eric Drew unless something happened. So hopefully, if a caution comes out and Drew Webb is ahead of Perbscher Staba, he'll be able to join the fight for the finish, for the win actually. So he's currently running 5th, Carlos Suspry 6th, Reg Poggeman 7th, Trey Smith is currently running 2nd. Oh dear. Will Trey Smith be able to catch into Perbscher Staba with 11 to go and 3 wide here? Will they cause a crash? But right now, oh dear. Now, Drew Webb now to the inside of Perbscher Staba to take his lap back. And he is going to get his lap back. Maybe Carlos Suspry as well. He's trying to take his lap back. He's going to take his lap back. And again, if caution comes out, it will be guaranteed that Drew Webb will be able to get his lap back. He will actually join the fight. And now, looks like it's gonna be Trey Bartow, who is currently running 7th right now, getting his lap back. Maybe Reggie Poggeman again as well. And looks like Benny Moore is gonna be to the inside of the number 70 of Trey Smith, who's currently the runner-up here. So it might be actually Trey Smith's first top 5 finish. And there you go, it's gonna be an interesting battle for the lead here, as these cars are getting their laps back actually. So maybe if Benny Moore passes Perbscher Staba to the inside, and now we do have ourselves a battle for the lead here between Perbscher Staba and Trey Smith. There you go, side by side they're single file. But there you go, Trey Smith, no, Carlos Suspry, and no. At least Perbscher Staba was able to pass Carlos Suspry to the inside, and Trey Smith currently chasing on Perbscher Staba. And looks like still a battle for 5th here. But I didn't care about the battle for 5th. Because so far we do have ourselves a tasty fight. 7 laps to go anyway. So we do have a tasty fight for the lead here between Perbscher Staba and the number 70 of Trey Smith. So, will Perbscher Staba be able to hang on to win the race, or will Trey Smith actually be able to make a last lap pass into the number 95? But here we go, he's closing into Perbscher Staba. At least good thing Perbscher Staba, and it's either Perbscher Staba or Trey Smith. They will join the playoff conversation. So it's gonna be an interesting wild card battle if either of them wins, or one of them would win. Here we go, 5 to go. Trey Bartow for 5th. Trey Bartow managed to pass for 5th, and still Perbscher Staba being held by Benny Moore. Looks like the Rivelton Hartman Racing teammates are trying to hold up Perbscher Staba for advantage of their Toyota Comrade. No, I'm kidding about the Comrade thing. Anyway, 4 to go here at Nashville in an interesting passion, as again Trey Smith is still closing into the number 95 of Perbscher Staba. No! Perbscher Staba might be able to pull away from this one, as Dale Johnson II might actually pass to the inside of Trey Smith. Hello? Game over. 3 to go here at Nashville Superspeedway for Burab Shirastava. Well, hang on. So Drew Webb falling back. Unless a caution comes out, it's not over. There we go. Are we going to see a lap cars being a factor here? Here we go, 2 laps to go for Burab Shirastava. Just few miles away from victory. Here you go to the end. No, there's this teammate Neil Johnson II is actually literally helping him pull away. And now to the inside of Jason Baba lap car, and yeah, it's going to be a clear win for Shirastava. Here you go, white flag now in the air for Burab Shirastava. Here you go, it's going to be a clear victory maybe. I don't know if he'll be able to pass Trey Bartow to put him in lap down. I knew from the start that it's going to be an interesting battle if caution comes out while during green flag pit stops. Here we go, coming out of turn number 4, a big win here for Burab Shirastava. He wins at Nashville Superspeedway. Trey Smith came second, Tony Brady in third, Eric Drew in fourth, and Trey Bartow running around the top 5. But hey, interesting battle. 3 cautions, interesting race. So, and that's a wrap here for the 1/3 up. No, not really 1/3, since there is only 25 races. Anyway, Burab Shirastava gets the dub here. Yeah. Burab Shirastava gets the W here at Nashville Superspeedway, alongside, and then Trey Smith hanging around. He will settle for second. Tony Brady third. Eric Drew fourth. Trey Bartow wins the battle for fifth, with Dale Johnson second, finishing sixth. Jason Bob 7, Drew Webb 8, Benny Moore 9, Brandon Bill running out to the top 10. They literally did fight despite that, so maybe it's gonna be really interesting to see who will actually get the points lead after this one. It is Bradley Ream finishes 27th, Eric Monaco finishes 23rd, maybe Trey Bartow comes inside the top 10, let's see. But here you go. Let's see the point standings after this race. So, here we go. And now for the moment that you've been waiting for, let's see who will get the points lead here. So, Bradley Ream keeps the points lead barely 4 points, just 4 points ahead of Eric Drew, who's currently had 238 points towards the championship. Eric Drew here currently climbs up second, 234 points towards the championship. Eric Monaco hanging around in third, 227 points towards the championship. Nathan Stapleton in fourth, 22 points behind the points leader. Avery Alford fell back to fifth, 26 points behind. Kirian Jimenez still joining the fight, 28 points behind. Then Anthony Nicol climbs up into seventh, 30 points behind. Pete Drake. Oh dear. Pete Drake joins 31 points behind. Jalen Russell, 33 points behind. He's actually tied with Benny Moore for 9th. But Jalen Russell and Benny Moore both have wins. But I think it's going to be Benny Moore with the advantage. So technically, Benny Moore is 9th, Jalen Russell is 10th, since Benny Moore has more top times than Jalen Russell. Reggie Fonteman hanging around 11th, just 2 points behind the cutoff, and then 12 points behind the cutoff is Trey Bartow. So currently Trey Bartow holding the holding the 11th seed, and then Angel Gutierrez holding the 12th seed. Then Juan Abarca fell out of the contention, as well. And PSRLA joins the conversation, but he's currently 25th in points. Let's see what would happen. Will his luck be continue? I don't know. But yeah, currently the battle for wild card is on now. Trey Barto in 11th, Angel Gutierrez in 12th, Juan Abarca in 13th, PSRLA in 14th. And they are Angel Gutierrez and Juan Abarca actually tied. But Angel Gutierrez gets the tiebreaker since he has more top 10s than Juan Abarca. Angel Gutierrez has 4, Juan Abarca has 3. But yeah, still a really interesting point of view here. But yeah, Jason Lona still current. Jason Lona, Alan Jefferson, Jackson Kelsey are the only drivers that doesn't have any top 10. Yeah, only full-time drivers that doesn't have any top 10. Since, yeah, there you go. So, thank you guys very much for watching here. Huge congratulations to PSRLA. But hey, still, we're going to have a 1-week break before coming back to the first ever road course race of the season. The PSRLA 400 for 2 weeks from now. It's going to be phenomenal. It's going to be exciting. So, thank you guys very much for watching the Series 7F presentation of the 2022 PSRLA Cup Series. Congratulations to PSRLA. Let's go Sonic Blue.